In the previous videos, we have seen about what is single linked list. Of course, we have written the programs and we executed all these things. We have written the function and we executed it, and we got the output also. And now we'll go for what is double linked list, and of course the comparison with the single linked list, how it is. Again, we'll write the programs, everything. Hello everyone, this is Shravan Kumar Manthri. Welcome to our channel CSE Gurus. Coming to the definition, where you can see it consists actually a sequence of nodes where navigation not only to traverse in the forward, you can go backward also. So in the single linked list, you will traverse only forward, only one step, which is forward you can go. Whereas in double linked list, you can go either forward or backward. Let me go with some example. I'll tell you how it can be forward and backward. You can see here, if these are the node 1, node 2, node 3, node 4. So you can go forward like this and you can come back also. How it can be done? So that is what I'll explain. That's what we can see. And also when you declare a double linked list compared with the single linked list, you will have one extra part, which is a previous part. So if you take single linked list, you will have a data part and the next part like this, a data part and next part you will find. But whereas in double linked list, you will have not only the data and next, you will have previous also to store the address of the previous node. So that's what here, if you take this is a data, something like the value 20. Now this is the address, something which is the next node address, and this is something like previous node address. We will clearly check it out, what actually these values, how it can be represented. Anyway, we'll see in this one the programs like where you, how to create a node and how to insert at beginning, end and position, delete node at beginning, end and given position, final display, as well as one more thing, we can display in reverse also in the double linked list easily. That means from front to the back, front to the last, from first to the last, you can represent what are the elements, and even from last to the first. Let us suppose the elements are like this 10, 20, 30, 40. You can print out like 10, 20, 30, 40, or you can print, if you want in reverse, you can print 40, 30, 20, 10 easily. So how to make it, we'll see all these things. And the basic representation you can see where it consists. Here I can check, you can see where it is a node. It is a node where it consists three parts. One is the middle one is the data part, and this is the next part, and this is the previous part. Of course, if the address starts from 100, of course here it is taken as 100 to 105, means each integer takes 2 bytes. But in all advanced compilers, it is taking 4 bytes, right? So in that case, you can take 100 to each is 4, right? So that's why 100 to 103, 104 to 107, 108 to 111. So 111. So something like you can take, and here also 111. If it is 200, you can take it as 211. It is 300, you can take up to totally 12 bytes. Why? Because each integer takes 4 bytes. So here it is 411. So like this also you can consider. It all depends on how much integer it is taking. So initially this is where you can have data part, next part and previous part like this. Now let us suppose I have 4 nodes, node 1, node 2, node 3, node 4. The representations you can see. Let us suppose they are in a particular double linked list where head node consists the address of the first node. What is the address of the first node? 100. Now you can see this for 100. Okay, let us suppose for the first node, what is the next node? 200. The address, yes, stored. What is the previous node for the first node? Definitely it won't exist. So that's why you have to write null. So address, that is previous address of the first node, will be null because there is no previous node for the first node, right? So coming to this one, you can see second node. What is the previous node with the address? 100. So that's why you have written 100 here. What is the next node address? What is the address? 300, which you have written here, you can say. So this is previous, this is next. Similarly here for third node, the value is 30. The next node is 400, which is with the address. And what is the previous node you connected? 200. So that's why you have to write it. Now next, the last node is 40. What is the next node? Anyway, we know that similar to the single linked list, the last node, what is the next will become? Null. What about the previous means? What is the previous node? You can have like this. So one thing we can say, like in the double linked list, where the previous node of the first node is null as well as next node of the last node is null. So as both are not exist, like previous node for the first node is not exist, that's why null, and the next node for the last node is not exist, that's why null here. So that is what the basic representation of double linked list. Now we need to go for our questions, like how to represent, how to write the program for each one, like creating the node, how to make it similar to like how we have written step by step in single linked list concept. Same, I'll go here and I'll execute each and everything. And one more thing here, if I want to represent the elements, you can see 10, 20, 30, 40 in a straightforward way, that is a forward way. But from back also, for 40, what is the previous node? I know 300. So 30 I'll take after 40. For 30, what is the previous node? 200. That has address. The value is 20. For 20, what is the previous node? 100. So you can have the display in the reverse order also, like this easily. Whereas this much flexibility you cannot find in the single linked list. Why? Because you always can go only one step forward in the single linked list, as there is no previous address. But here, if you are at a particular node in the double linked list, if you are at this node, you can either go this side by taking this address, or you want to move back, you can take this address and you can move. At a particular instance, you can have not only one step forward, you can go one step backward also. That is the main difference if you consider for double linked list compared with the single linked list. The second one is memory part. If you take here in single linked list, only two parts are needed, which is data and next, which is 4 plus 4, 8 bytes are needed. Now previous part also is needed, that is 12 bytes. So that is also very most important thing you need to consider.